Peace, what up? This is Doc Blake with Ethereum TV, bringing to you the 34th episode of the last piece to the puzzle. The motto for me is silver, gold, and cryptos equals freedom because they are decentralized assets and they're going to play an important part in the immediate, the short term, and the long term futures, as we're already seeing. And let me clear house real quick because we gotta skip to the prices, man. We gotta check out some of this action. So of course, go check out the website ethereum.com. Support our business. Go purchase a copy of my cousin's book called Check This Out. It's about him going around the world visiting ancient sites and bringing to you information about them and giving you his insight on the ancestral vortexes and building sites. So definitely go check that out. And like I say, we do have some t-shirts left, so definitely inbox me or email us on the Ethereum website. You can get the Gmail on the Ethereum website. It's ethereum@gmail.com. You can ask me the colors. I'll let you know the colors and sizes that I have available, and we might have a couple other ones that some of my teammates have on deck. So definitely holler at us about that. And ever since I turned on my black lights, this is the black light edition of the last piece of the puzzle, which I'm going to roll with. I really like the lighting in here. So yeah, if there's an issue with it, let me know. I might consider changing it because I really like it. So yeah, let's get into the price action. Let me see. Okay, coin market cap. Right. Bitcoin is currently at $9,376.82. Ethereum is at $245.71. Crypto.com is at 14 cents, and Chainlink is at $7.51. As we've seen, that is kind of pulling back slightly. I mean, that's not much, considering it was just at like $3-4 the other day. I mean, it feels like, to me at least, like 2 weeks ago, I guess, in actuality, or maybe three at the most. It was like at $4, and then it went on this crazy run and broke its all-time high. And Bitcoin Cash is at $231.87, and Litecoin is at $43.68. And the price of gold is a whopping $1,872.05, and silver is on a tear. Both gold and silver, the precious metals, are on a tear right now. Silver is at $23.13, and it's up a whole $1.79 today, and yesterday it went up crazy. So there's your price action for today. And yeah, I mean, I just, what does that mean? What does this mean that silver and gold are doing this right now for the economy? Well, I think it's a result of modern monetary theory and inflation. I won't even call it hyperinflation yet, because I don't think it is hyperinflation technically. But we're heading in the right direction for it. And when you start seeing things like this, yeah, silver's having basically a $2 day, and you just don't see that often. We haven't seen that in a long time, these type of moves in silver. Not on the up end anyway. Maybe on the way down, when we seen them like scrunch it down crazy to like $13, like that was only 3 months ago. So you think about it, 3 or 4 months ago, it was at $13-14, so it's basically up $10 since then. So we are seeing some changes in the economic principles, I feel, and or just of the people. And that's the only problem when you have a fiat currency. It all comes down to trust. And when people stop trusting it, because we've been printing it out of control, these other valuable assets are going to probably rise in price, and that's I think that's kind of a result of what we're seeing. But anyway, that this topic today is not about that, so I'm not going to continue to go into that, because that is a never-ending rabbit hole when you start talking about finances in the United States, banking in the United States. It's just a crazy game that people like to play. So let's go into a few more detail into the price action. What I have, this is a chart I drew on the price of Bitcoin, and we saw this breakout finally out of this I think at a descending wedge. Like I said, I'm not a tech TA guy, but I'm learning as I go. I'm learning new things. This is one of the new things I'm trying to teach myself. I don't really trade much, but I do like to know what's going on in the world of technical analysis. I watch enough channels to kind of get the gist of it, and just going to show you what I drew. And it did break out of this triangle formation, I guess the descending wedge they're calling it, and it went up to about $9,370 right now. I think it went up to like all the way to $9,430. So we finally made a move. Everybody was waiting on some type of move to happen. As you can see, the Bollinger Bands got really tight, and bam, it finally broke out. So we're a little bit up, not too much. The volume didn't look too crazy to me. I mean, it was all right, I guess. You know what I mean? Higher than previous days in a long time. It looks like all the way back to early June, I guess. We haven't seen volume that high. So I guess, you know, that could mean it was a legit move, as some people are saying. But we'll find out, you know what I mean? And I don't think too many people won't be upset if we have the opportunity to buy some more cheap, valuable asset, which is Bitcoin in this particular case. But let's go to the interesting chart that I would like to show right now. This is Ethereum, and Ethereum is in a same similar type of I think it's descending channel type of thing. So I kind of think these are more bullish patterns, how I understand it, when it came from a high point and is sloping down. This type of design, I mean, you know, you can always, I'm not a master at this at all, so let me know if I'm wrong, or you can, you know, whatever. I'm just doing this to educate myself and anybody who's interested, because yeah, so as we see, the Ethereum is knocking on the upper door of this triangle formation, is what I'm calling it right now. I mean, you can see right here, we got 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch. I'm calling that 5 touch, 6 touch, 7 touches on this upper part of this triangle right here. So as they say, the more you knock on a door or kick a door, it starts to weaken. So I mean, does that mean we're going up? Well, we've seen a slight breakout above it the other day. You can see this candle kind of wicked right above it, and now is this turning into some type of support? As they say, the resistance just turned into a support. I don't know. And if it does, I mean, I feel like that could really mean Ethereum might go up a lot. I mean, and this is nothing, none of this is financial advice, believe me. I'm learning as I go, but you know what I mean, and we can always go down, and you know, but the main topic of the day, this is why I want to do this technical analysis segment on Ethereum, is because I feel like they have a very strong fundamental project coming up right now that could cause the price to spike something crazy. I don't know if you've heard people talk about it, but a lot of people are out here talking about accumulating 32 ETH or more, 32 or more ETH, because what does that allow you? Well, the main topic of today, consensus researchers break down risk in Ethereum 2.0, the biggest economic shift in crypto. This is an article by Nick Chong. After months and years of development, Ethereum 2.0 is finally drawing close. For those unaware, the upgrade will overhaul how the Ethereum blockchain works, using certain technologies to make it more efficient in terms of cost, power consumption, and speed. As Vitalik Buterin, founder of cryptocurrency, explained in a March 2019 presentation in Hong Kong, it is a way to bring technical improvements like proof of stake and sharding together to improve the virtual machine. Merkle trees the efficiency of the protocol, and a whole bunch of small technical things that you have never heard of. While there are many aspects to the upgrade, the one that most investors are currently focusing on is proof of stake or staking. Staking in the cryptocurrency industry is a term used to describe a governance mechanism where users stake a digital asset to participate in governance and or security, then receive rewards over time for their commitment. Staking is so important to Ethereum that Adam Cochran, a venture capital investor and professor, went as far to say that the asset could bring the biggest economic shift in crypto and in society. So not just crypto, he's talking about this move could bring a shift in the whole society of finances, the biggest economic shift that we ever seen. This is by Adam Cochran, a venture capital and investor and professor, that said this. Cochran believes that due to the incentives provided by the staking mechanism, demand for ETH will explode while supply simultaneously shrinks, causing massive price appreciation. Now, none of this is guaranteed, but I mean, you know, it's important to take these seeds in and try to plant your seeds, man. That's all I can say. Take the knowledge and the information as I do. I didn't write this. This is somebody else. I'm just reading it. Unfortunately, there are two senior employees at Consensus that have recently identified risk in the economic of the proposed staking implementation from Ethereum developers. Ethereum 2.0 economics may be flawed, suggest researchers. A senior manager and director at Consensus, Tanner Hoban and Thomas Borgers, recently released an article to Medium entitled Ethereum 2.0 Economic Review in a bid to analyze, audit the effects the implementations and staking will have on the security of the network. See, and that's the thing with this whole process, and this is why it's been taking so long. And Vitalik and his army are trying to, work out all the kinks, and that's kind of been the knock on Ethereum right now. It's kind of been the knock, and they're saying that the testnet is going to be launched in about 2 weeks. Today is 7/22. I think they made the announcements like Monday, so we should be able to see the testnet in operation a little bit coming here soon. And if you study the space, you just know that there's just these Ethereum junkies that are just not going, they're not going to let Ethereum fail. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how I feel. I'm starting to shift. I mean, I've always been interested in Ethereum and everything, and I already know it's the number 2 coin. I get all that, but moving from proof of work to proof of stake, man, if they're able to pull this off successfully, wow. I mean, that could be the biggest, and like this guy, that's what he's saying. I feel like if we all know, if it goes without a hitch, yeah, it's going to cause the economic shift, in my personal opinion. There's just too many things. I mean, Engine Coin is and I think that's one of the new waves of the future. So there's too many things going for Ethereum right now, and I think that this is a boat that people want to consider getting into, and I'm just bringing this to your attention. I mean, I know they're saying that it's going to be less secure, and that's the knock. So there's risk involved in any type of investment, whether there's risk involved in keeping your money in the bank, in cash, all that. There's risk in everything when it comes to finances, unless you have value. The more you have, if you have valuable things in your possession, that's kind of the only way to secure it. And anything else, you are taking a risk. I mean, so the audit is quite long, coming in at just over 100 pages, but here are a few takeaways from the report as synthesized by the authors. The volatility of ETH can have a direct and potential large impact on network security, but is outside the control of this system. This is similar to the current proof of work mining model, though. Because the implementation of staking promotes the use of cheap hardware and low power consumption, attacks on Ethereum 2 are much easier to scale than on Ethereum 1. This is why you also want to have some Ethereum Classic, the original proof of work blockchain from Ethereum. Code is law. But I just can't see Vitalik and the army, man, letting this fail. They're not. I mean, I can't see it. So this is, like I said, no financial advice here, but I think that you want to get your 32 ETH in line. That's just my hunch. You might want to start trying to accumulate your 32 ETH. I know that it's one of my goals before this all launches and everything, because you want to be early to these things like always, and you want to be paying attention. And around, let's see, 13.8% of all circulating Ethereum would need to be staked to achieve the security the Ethereum network has with mining. So listen to that. Around 13.8% of all circulating ETH will need to be staked. So that's a lot, and that's going to add the sell pressure, take away the sell pressure, and things like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I see that. Nobody's going to be able. People who have their ETH staked, and I see it going well over 13.8% really fast. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that has Ethereum is waiting for this moment. So that could spike really fast. Inflation of the cryptocurrency will likely fall to around 0.5% per year, far less than the current 4.5% from Ethereum's proof of work network. Since staking isn't fully implemented until the later phases of Ethereum 2.0, there may be unpredictable and centralization on the network for the first year or two. The adoption of Ethereum derivatives, especially those in DeFi, could become the favored avenue of attack for adversaries. So that's the risk they're talking about. From moving from proof of work to proof of stake inherently makes your blockchain less secure. It requires energy to mine Ethereum. It requires energy to mine Bitcoin. A lot of it. People have these mining operations set up, and it's not cheap. I mean, you make some money, yeah. I mean, but it's a business investment. It's just like investing in a business at that point when you get on the mining side of crypto. So the last thing I want to talk about, and that is the perfect storm. Everything, and this is the perfect storm for the Ethereum price. I wanted to say that if you listen to everything that they're talking about, they bring up the risk, but the reward, and like I said, these are the tech junkies, the Ethereum, like Vitalik and the army, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? These are the, cyberpunks and things like that. So, are they going to let it fail? This is not this is not financial advice, but and I love proof of work, you know what I'm saying, for certain reasons, you know what I'm saying. So but the last thing I wanted to talk about is how this is a very short topic, but Bitcoin is perfect the way it is, in my opinion. Leave Bitcoin alone. Let Bitcoin be the most secure network. When big transactions happen, like people always can't think of like small transactions. You have to think very big. Like if you're buying a car, it's a 2-hour process. People talk about how slow Bitcoin is. Bitcoin, it's perfect how it is because, in a big transaction, that's what Bitcoin is for. It's being looked at as a store of value. A gold bar costs over almost $1,900 now. So if you're using gold, even an ounce, you're doing pretty big transactions, at least $1,900 at an ounce. Just imagine a pound of gold. So like those levels of transactions don't happen fast. Just like I said, imagine even to get a cell phone, $1,000 cell phone, you got to be in the damn store for an hour signing up. So look at Bitcoin as something like that. Big transaction moments. Think big, people. Think big. I mean, this is the future. Get it while you live, man. Get it how you live. Get it while you live. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure you're lining up the pieces, putting your ducks in a row, putting your skin in the game, as they say. I hate Robin Hood, man, but you know what I mean. These are the opportunities like this and chaos and all that. These are the moments that people make out. So this is the last piece to the puzzle. Ethereum 2.0 is coming. The Ethereum crew, we had the Ethereum name since like 2009, man. So Vitalik and crew is late with that. We've been around for a minute, talking that Ethereum talk, not necessarily crypto, but Ethereum in general. So of course I'm going to support Ethereum. Let's do it. Ethereum 2.0, and that's what I have to say today. This is your boy Doc Blake. Peace.